Event Squid, software that thinks like you and works like 8 of you.
Hey folks, it's Matt from Event Squid with a tutorial on registration item logic. Today, we're going to review a very simple yet effective tool for enforcing your event's business rules within the registration form. It's called the Exclude Items tool, and it can be used in a number of different scenarios. Let's dive in. Go ahead and create a new event. Open the event builder, then enter the registration section at the top. Select the registration items tool on the left. If you'd like to follow along with our example, you can pause the video now and create all of the sets of items you see we have here. Or you can try applying the example that we use in this video on your own event. Okay, in our example, you'll see we have 3 groups of registration items. The first group requests that the user select at least one event registration option from the 3 choices, but no more than one. Each registrant should only have one level of access. The second group asks the user to pick one session on day 1. However, they shouldn't be able to pick more than one because these sessions occur concurrently. The third group also asks the user to pick one session on day 2. In other words, the 3 items within each item group must be mutually exclusive. You'll notice that within each registration item group, you can set a minimum selection requirement and a maximum selection requirement. Click the group setting icon on the right to modify the group's minimum and maximum selection requirements. So why use the Exclude Items tool at all if you can enforce a maximum selection requirement on the group level? Let's take a look at the registration form now to test the current experience. After entering the registration form, continue on to the Make Your Selections portion in order to examine our registration items. Go ahead and pick one item from each group to fulfill the minimum selection requirement. Now, try picking a second session on day 2. If you attempt to check out with 2 sessions from day 2 selected, the system will prevent you from doing so and present a warning. That's because we have a maximum of 1 selection requirement on the group. However, wouldn't it be a nicer user experience if the user was prohibited from even selecting a second session in the first place? To accomplish this, we can enlist the help of the Exclude Items tool. Let's head back to the builder and see what we can do. First, click into the Friday Access item within the first group. Select the Exclude Items tab on the left. Check the box next to each item that you would like to be unavailable if the user selects Friday Access. In this case, you can also just use the Check Group option at the top to exclude the remaining items within that group. Now, close the Friday Access item and open the Saturday Access item. Select the Exclude Items tab on the left. You'll notice already that Friday Access is checked. That's because the system enforces what we call mutual exclusion. If Saturday is blocked when Friday is picked, then Friday should also be blocked when Saturday is picked. In other words, the converse relationship of any exclude rule will automatically be enforced by our system. All right, make sure to exclude the 2-day access item from Saturday now. Now, if you click into 2-day access and select the Exclude Items tool, you will see that Friday and Saturday have both automatically been excluded. Now, we can carry out the exact same process for day 1 and day 2. Okay, now that we have set up exclude logic for each of the 3 groups of items, we can test the registration experience. Try selecting one item from each group. Notice how the other 2 options become unavailable? Now try unselecting the item you picked initially and try selecting a different item within that group. The same rule applies. With the Exclude Items tool, you can create a smooth registration experience with real-time feedback, guiding the user to make the right choices. There's one more technique I'd like you to see. So far, we've discussed exclude logic within the context of a group. However, you are also able to use the Exclude Items tool across groups. Click into the Friday Access item, then select the Exclude Items tool on the left. Check the box next to Check Group underneath Day 2. This will exclude all Day 2 options if the user picks Day 1. Now click into the Saturday Access item and select the Exclude Items tool. Check the box next to Check Group underneath Day 1. This will prevent the user from selecting any Day 1 sessions if they sign up for Day 2 access. After setting these rules up, go ahead and give it a test. Now, with the help of the Exclude Items tool, your event forms will be equipped to handle the most complex of registration experiences. We hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching.